With us, we have head coach Glenn Moore, Whitney Canyon, and Jordan Strickland. Start with an opening statement, and we'll go to the floor for questions.
Well, I feel like we were sucker punched quick, and we didn't respond. It was more of what we did to ourselves than it was what Florida did to us. I thought they played a great game, and we played maybe the worst game that I've been a part of coaching in 4 or 5 years, and you just can't play that way at this level and have a chance to win. And we made mistakes all over our lineup, and offensively, I think we had some balls knocked down early that kept us from getting anything going and any momentum going offensively. And then, of course, we dug that 3-run hole early on, and Witt's been phenomenal. This team knows that I call it like I see it. Whether they agree with it or not, we stunk it up out there, and Witt had her velocity was down. And she's a upper 60s pitcher, and she's throwing below 65. And you just have those days. Some days you're not going to throw as hard, and she didn't have it today. And our defense didn't back her up at all. Had an opportunity to come out of the first inning, make that error on a clear double play ball, and then we let some balls drop. I think you could write a book on the mistakes we made today, and it's a World Series, so that's the results whenever you play a game like we played.
John Warner, Waco Travis for Witt. It seemed like the first inning just kind of set the tone. Could you sense any tenseness before the game, or what was it like going into it?
Yeah, no, I thought this team was ready to play. Thought we were focused. We came out, we warmed up good. I had a good bullpen and warm-ups. We hit good on the field over there. So I didn't sense any tenseness, nervousness from this team. I thought we were ready to play. I thought they just did a good job of swinging at strikes and didn't fish. Kept trying to get them to swing at rise balls or other pitches off the plate, and they weren't going to swing at those. So struggled there, just working ahead and getting them to swing at the pitches that I wanted them to. But I mean, we did hurt ourselves there, but they did a great job too. They just kept going at us, and I thought that's what happened there at the end.
Bryce Cherry, Waco Trib. Glenn, you talked about, obviously you guys didn't play well. That fact, I mean, does it give you hope for Saturday knowing that you can play better?
Well, I certainly know this team can play better. This is a great team, and I don't have a crystal ball to tell you what's going to take place on Saturday, but I have confidence in the intestinal fortitude of this team and that they'll come back and fight. That was embarrassing. It was that, nobody wants to play well more than the kids in green out there. And it's my job as a coach to point out the mistakes and where we're not giving the effort. And I don't think that this team went out there not to make plays. They went out there to play hard, but they didn't play hard. What I have to find out as a coach is why they didn't play hard, why we didn't get dirty for balls that Florida did and dive for balls over the line and get a little chalk on our uniform. I have to figure out what held our team back. And like Witt said, I thought warm-ups, I thought the whole week we've been, bam, 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 everything's been lining up. We've practiced well leading up to it. I thought this team was as prepared as any team I've ever brought to the World Series with a better chance of winning than the previous 2 teams. But yet we played worse than any team, at least in the initial game. So we'll fight back. I have no doubt this team will fight back, and that's a big test, and we're not done. It's a double elimination tournament. Whether you lose by 1 run or you lose by 11, it's still a loss. So, one good thing about it is Witt didn't have to throw 169 pitches, so she can rest a little bit tomorrow, and we'll come back and try to fight our way through the losers bracket.
Joe Bettner, fan-sided. Whitney, you get the day off tomorrow. Would you prefer to go back out there tomorrow, or are you going to enjoy the day of rest?
No, I'll probably, then we're going to practice as a team tomorrow, so I'll throw a little bit and kind of work out some kinks. I thought, like I said, had some good pitches that sometimes throughout the year they're swung at, so probably maybe go out there and loosen up tomorrow. But like he said, I didn't throw a ton of pitches today, so that's going to hopefully prepare us for Saturday.
Jerry Hill, Baylor Bear Insider. Whit, how difficult is that as a pitcher when you're seeing the team struggle behind you and trying to get out of that first inning?
Yeah, it's difficult, and I don't really feel like the team was freaking out about it. It wasn't that, oh, we're on this stage and we're going to freak out. I don't think that really had anything to do with it. I think we just kind of had a miscues there, and then they hit a few balls hard, and one thing just led to another. So this team, I wouldn't say this happened because of immaturity or anything. I think this team is very experienced and very knowledgeable of the game, that wasn't the result of our errors.
This is for Jordan. You guys hit some balls pretty hard early. Clear hit one to the fence. Y'all hit a couple that bounced off their pitcher. I mean, was that a bit discouraging at all that those weren't hits? And can you also just talk about their pitcher, what she's doing?
Yeah, well, that's just softball. You're going to hit the ball hard, and that's their job. I mean, we're in the World Series, so that's their job is to make defensive plays. And as an offense, we just need to keep hitting those balls and keep hacking at them. And I thought we tried, and then they still just kept making great plays. Hannah had a great game. You could tell she went in with a plan. I felt like she approached each batter with a specific plan, and she nibbled around the zone. So I felt like as hitters, it was kind of, we didn't know exactly what he was going to call, what we were going to swing at, but I felt like we did do a good job. We did hit a lot of hard balls. We just have to make it happen next time.
Anything else? All right, thank you.